Hi, welcome to AllBrands After Hours with me, your host, Courtney Douthat. Welcome to the show where we hang out and craft together. Today we're testing ScanNCut hacks I found on the internet and seeing if they actually work. Let's do this. The first hack is actually using what's called two-way glue bond. It's the Zig memory system glue. Now, I've heard a ton about this glue, about people using it to restick their ScanNCut mats, and I personally never tried it. And I don't like recommending things unless I've actually tried it. So let's try it. All right, haven't even opened it yet. Let's see. All right. Ugh. All right, so that's a pretty large glue stick right there. It smells a little chemically, but not bad, honestly. See? Feels dry. So I'm sure once you actually start, oh yeah. See, when I moved it, I can feel the liquid. So I guess once you start pressing it, that's gonna come out of that nub. All right, so I have a ScanNCut mat here that has no, look, this is supposed to be a fabric mat, and I let someone borrow it, and I don't know what they put on this mat, but not even Totally Awesome will get it off. And you know how much I literally have it right here. Totally Awesome to clean my mats. Fantastic. Always gets everything off and brings back my stick. I don't know what they put on this mat, but it's like kind of sticky in areas, but there's certain areas that I see something, and I think I might know what it is. It's not coming off my mat. So it's like paper. It's not. Usually I can get paper off with Totally Awesome. This is something different. It's not coming off my mat. This mat is done for. It's not coming back. So this is a perfect mat to try this on because, again, it's not coming back. All right, so taking the cap. All right, I'm just going to press, I guess, until I see the liquid come out, right? Doesn't feel any stickier. Oh, look. Okay. It's blue's coming out. Okay, so the glue must be blue. Y'all, I'm serious. I've never done this before. All right, let's see. Let me start in the corner because I want the whole thing to be sticky. Okay, you see it coming. Okay, there we go. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm gonna okay. Now, I was reading the packaging and the reviews online, and people were saying that if you wanted to use this glue when it's blue like this, instantly it'll hold for forever. But if you want a temporary hold, then you let it dry and go clear, and that's when you get a temporary hold on it. So I see how this would work, because if I wanted to use this as my regular ScanNCut mat, well, I wouldn't put anything on it right now while the glue's still blue. I would wait until it dried. And then it has like that tacky, like temporary hold. Okay, and I do see in some areas, see where it's starting to dry a little bit. So I'm trying to do as nice of a coat as I possibly can, so it's smooth. I don't want it to have like ridges, you know? Okay. So I guess whenever I need, I feel like I'm running out of the liquid as I'm pushing it around, just kind of push down on it and more comes out. I like that it's blue. I feel like that's actually really helpful to see where I've done it and where I haven't done, because if it was just clear, I wouldn't be able to see it. So I really do like that it starts off blue. It's really neat. It does smell a little bit. But you know what? If it gives me a good hold and saves a mat, I don't mind the smell. I can get over that. Okay, I'm noticing in areas that I've done like a thinner layer, it's already drying, where I first started off a little heavy-handed. And it is completely drying. I'm scared to touch it already, though. I feel like I need to let it dry a little bit more. I'm very excited if this works. This is gonna be great. Now, the Totally Awesome, again, it keeps my mat sticky for a really long time. It's a cleaner, so it's gonna bring back that sticky. But even that, I mean, some of my mats I've had for 6 years, you know, they're on their last legs, understandably, on their last leg. So this would be kind of neat to do. Now, do I believe that it's going to be as sticky as a fabric mat originally was? Well, no, but I'll just mark this one so I know what this is. But hey, if I could prolong the life of my mats at all, I'm about that. That would be really, really neat. Okay. Okay, I think I've got everywhere. See how, like, I think in the areas that I went way heavy, you know, more heavy-handed, you can kind of still see it a little bit, but the area, like, you know, right there, but the areas that I didn't go so heavy-handed, it is drying pretty quickly. I really want to touch it. Okay, maybe I'll just touch it in one area where it's kind of dry. Okay, not bad. I do feel like some of it did come off of my fingers, so I need to stop touching it. Maybe if I do this, because when I clean my mats and I want them to dry faster, I do like this. It's another hack. Okay, I'm really excited. I think this might work. I really do. All right, I've given this quite a bit of time to dry. I've literally done other hacks while waiting for this to dry. I still see like a bit of blue in certain areas, and I do see the lines of where I, you know, did the ridges, or the ridges where the glue, when I was, you know, going back and forth on it. Clean hands. Nothing. Okay. Okay. So in the areas that there's still a little bit of blue, it is coming off of my hands. But the areas where it's completely clear, nothing's coming off my hands whenever I touch it. Now, Courtney, why is that a big deal? Because if I'm putting something down on here and cutting it out, I don't want to have all this glue stuck to the back of whatever it is. So I prefer that not to happen. But I'm thinking once it does dry and it's clear, yeah, no residue. No, not bad. Like maybe a bit, but I think if I really did give this time without the protective cover on it, fully dry, I think this would work. I'm gonna say this is Courtney approved. This is pretty cool. So I don't, now do I believe that you should do this until before your mat's like done? No, I don't, because this isn't a fabric mat kind of hold. This is a good hold. I would say it's probably equivalent to like a standard hold. So your standard mat, yeah, totally. This is great. I don't believe it's going to get you all the way to where you're like a fabric mat hold. But again, if your mat's done, what do you have to lose? So I actually really like this. Alrighty, so the next hack actually included acrylic. So I have this really pretty confetti acrylic here, and what they did was they actually used it to etch on. So they used it as a half cut. So they turned half cut on, which usually half cut is when you do vinyl or like stickers and you only want to cut through half of it. So they used the half cut feature with this acrylic to actually etch on top of it. So I'm going to try this, and I tried to cut out this acrylic before. If you can see right there, these little bunnies, and it kind of did something similar, but it did go off kilter like a bit. Let me show you up close. So I tried to cut out these bunnies before. I don't know if you can see them too well on camera, but if you notice, there's like a double line. So they're right there and then right there, because the material was too hard and it went off. So I'm thinking if I do half cut and I'm not trying to go through the whole thing, this should work. So I'm going to try it just in a little bitty area. We're just going to try in that area. So I think it would be really pretty if we did a letter, like a font, and had it like do in cursive on the acrylic. So let's jump in and get our design. All right, so let's go to pattern, fonts. And it would have been prettier if I had a cursive font, but currently the ScanNCut does not have one built in. Now I have shown you before I had to go on Canvas to make any of them a pretty cursive font, so if you haven't catch that video, definitely recommend it. But for right now, I'm just gonna grab this one. Okay, let's type in my name. Okay, cute. Hit set. Alrighty, so for my acrylic, I think I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Edit, object edit, shrink her down just a bit, because I want to see how fine it can do it. Alright, hit OK. Alright, so I'm gonna put this acrylic on a different fabric mat, not the one from earlier. Now Courtney, why are you using a fabric mat to do this? Because this is my stickiest mat. So in my head, I'm thinking if this is gonna have to etch through this acrylic and probably go over it multiple times, I wanna make sure that it's on there. And even if you wanted to take some tape and tape this down, you could also do that as well. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of my ScanNCut tape. Now you don't have to have ScanNCut tape. I happen to have some branded ScanNCut tape, but honestly, any kind of like washi tape or anything like that does just fine. So I'm gonna just tape this in two corners, just because I'm just nervous. All right, that should do her. All right, I'm gonna put her in, And this acrylic is 3mm thickness, because remember your ScanNCut can cut to a 3mm thickness. Alrighty, and everyone's favorite hack that we can do is being able to scan in our material because we have built-in scanners. How amazing is that? So we can scan our actual mats to see what's on them in color to drop our design. Awesome little hack that ScanNCut does itself. Alright, so there's my name. Now the scan, if this feels like it's a little light to you, I actually lighten my scans, but you can come to the wrench icon and make them darker if you want to be able to do that. So, alright, I'm going to take my design right here and pop it on there. Alright, I'm going to pop it right there, hit OK, please select, and I want to cut. Now, this is where the hack comes in. They say to take a black auto blade right here and put that in, and then tell it to come to the wrench icon, turn half cut on, which scroll down one, half cut on right there, hit OK. And now it's saying it will etch for you. So let's see. Hit start. I see how this could work. I do see how this could work. The only thing I'm worried about is the etch gonna be like thick, you know, like not thick. Thick's a bad word. Is it gonna be deep enough where it looks like an actual etch? Oh. Something's happening. What's that noise? You hear that clicking noise? I'm scared. It's working! Okay. Okay, it did it once, and now it wants to come back and do it again. The noise that it makes me nervous. Look at that. Oh no, it's etching twice. I think it's because the material's so hard. All right, I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna quit cutting. Now the first etch that it did was beautiful. It did a great job. And then it went back to do the same one and it went over it again, but in a different area. So exactly like how my bunnies did when I tried to cut all the way through this acrylic. And the reason that it's doing that is because the material is way too hard. So you can see where it started cutting it out, and then it went back for that second run, and it like was a little off. So now it's like this weird double cut. So I think, yes, this hack could work, but only let it run one time. When it goes to do the second one, stop it, and then you should be fine. I'm gonna test this theory out one more time. I'm gonna stop it after the first one so this doesn't happen again. All right, let's load her in. Because it was beautiful. It was beautiful, the first cut. Yep, I think that's what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna just drop that, you know, the words just a little further down where I know it's not gonna have it cut out. Hit OK. Please select, cut. All right, half cut still on, and hit start. Okay, and I'm gonna watch this thing like a hawk, because after it's done cutting out the last of my name, I'm going to hit pause on the cut and then take it out. I think that'll work. Okay, let's see. See, she does this one beautifully. Here she goes. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm like, because it will, the first one was beautiful. So yes, it will do it. But I think this particular material is too thick. I've done engraving like this before on a little silver necklace, like one of the bar necklaces. And it was probably like a 1.5, almost a 2 millimeter, and it didn't do this. Wait, pause. I got to talking and almost missed it. All right, let's undo this. See? It did it. It did it! Ah! Oh yeah, okay. So if you notice on this one, there's my name. It did it beautifully on this one. But on that first one where I let it go twice, we got that weird double cut. So yes, it works. You just got to be careful with it. So would I consider this a hack fail? No, because we found a way like around it and it was fine. And honestly, it wouldn't be if I'm doing this on a like thick acrylic. That's super hard. Like you can cut acrylic. Just make sure when you're picking out your acrylic that it has like a little bit of bend to it. This acrylic has like no bend to it. It's super hard. It had been like a softer acrylic or a thinner acrylic, it would have totally done fine. So I would say this is Courtney approved because it will work. You just have to have the right circumstances. So let me take it out. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's so pretty. That is so pretty. That is so cool. Now my design is super busy, or my acrylic is super busy with all that confetti in there. But think if you had this on, you know, a clear acrylic or something like that, you can make like a cute wedding sign. That is so fun. So my next hack is actually one that I personally love doing, and I've never shown you guys, and it makes no sense why I've never done that. So I love making my own stickers, and I've done this on a show before with you guys, but I didn't explain to you how I got the stickers. Now, Courtney, this is just a sheet of paper with your son's name on it, right? No, this is sticker sheets that I've printed in my printer and then brought over to my ScanNCut, and it's all the little black boxes around here, and cut them out, and I actually did a half cut so I could have stickers that still have that paper backing to it. Just makes it a little bit easier instead of a bunch of individual little stickers. So I made a full sticker sheet. But how do I do that? Did you go into like some fancy software and create this, or Photoshop or something? No, I actually go onto Avery's website. Now they have an app and they have like their website. I've downloaded the app, but you could do it on either. And so I actually go on there and I tell it that I have Avery labels that happen to be this size, and I really don't, because their site's super easy to use. So let's jump over to Avery and let's do it together. So I downloaded the Avery app. You totally don't have to do that, but this is a lot easier for me. So it's called Avery Design and Print. So you can design it and then print it. It is completely free. You don't have to pay anything for it. So if you've ever seen like Avery labels before, you know they come in like tons of different sizes and different shapes. So you could say that you have a particular one. So what I did for my son, I think I either selected, I had name badges, or again, you could go into specialty shapes, and then they show the different ones here, but there's so many different ones. So usually it goes by these numbers right here that you would just tell it that you had these. But I look over at the preview and then I look at the size over here, and then I select the ones that I want. So if I wanted oval labels, well then I would go here. If I wanted arched, I would go here. And look, these look like little gift tags. So there's tons of different options that you can have, and you can just click through all of them. I'm gonna go to featured products, and I think it was this one I selected. And again, you could select whatever you want, but these were the ones I selected. All right, now they give you different templates that you could bring in. I usually start with a blank one personally because I like to create from scratch. All right, there we go. So right now I'm viewing one. So right over here you could edit one individual at a time or edit them all. I usually edit them all and make like a full sticker sheet. You could bring in a picture. So if I want to add an image, then I could hit browse and then take an image from my computer. Now I could go to Google and I'm gonna type in school clip art. Okay, so a bunch of them. Let's go to images. A bunch of them come up, very cute. So I could select one of these. Oh, how fun would that one be? So I'm gonna click that guy right there. I'm gonna right click him and save an image. Hit save. Now I can see that this one has a vector background. So right here we see the little bitty checkered box. I know that it's gonna be clear. If not, I would bring it into Photoshop and take the background away, but you can put like translucent background, and then it should give you some that are translucent backgrounds. Because if not, you're gonna have like a white box around it. So any of those would totally work. All right, so I have that picture. Let's go back to Avery. I'm gonna hit browse file, go grab my picture. There he is. Put him over here, and I can make him bigger or smaller if I wanted to. And you see them doing it right here, made all of them. So again, I could edit one or all of them at a time. I'm gonna come here to text, hit add text box, and type in my son's name, so John. I can hit enter and put Douthat to make it 2 lines. There we go. I can make the font bigger if I wanted it to be. Ooh, too big, too big. Let's go a little bit smaller. I got too excited. All right. There we go. All right. And I can put it over here. I could make it different colors, different fonts again. I think I'm gonna bring them in separately. So we've got John right there. Let's make him a little bit bigger to fill in some of that space. All right. All right, so I've got John. I'm gonna add another text box to do our last name. There we go. Bring it over here. There we go. Ooh, I made his name a little bit big for that. There we go. And honestly, I could play around with this all day, trying to get it exactly what's in my head. But how cute is that? So now he could have little name stickers that are special for him. I could change the colors if I wanted to change the colors of it. There we go. How cute. And I could even keep adding stuff. So I'm like, oh, there's a blank spot. I want something right here. Then I could do that. Or if I wanted it to be layered like this, and then have his little name be up here. It's trying to spell check my last name, and I love that. That's hilarious to me. It won't print that, don't worry. How cute. So now all I would have to do is hit preview and print. And then there's my little labels. Now, if you notice something, it does put a little box around each one of them. So I like a little bitty light gray box, which is exactly what we want it to do. Now, it thinks that you're printing out on whatever this label is, but we're not. We don't have those. We're putting in a blank piece of sticker paper in there, and it's just gonna print on that sticker paper. Now, once it prints out on that sticker paper, we're going to bring it over to our ScanNCut. It's going to read those black lines around there, and then we could tell it to do half cut like I did, and it's only gonna cut out that top layer. So that's how I do it. So I would hit print, and then select whatever printer, and then hit print. And then once it prints, like I said, we just take that sheet and then put it on a low tack mat because of that paper backing, bring it in our machine, scan it in so it sees those little black boxes, cut through those just using half cut, and then you've got a sticker sheet. How neat is that? So that's how I do it, is I actually use Avery to be able to do that, and I'm not getting paid for them. They don't know who I am, but that's what I do. It's so easy to do that. And again, I just used a rectangle one, but they've got tons on there that you can say that you have and then use them, and then just, you know. Because it does put that little black box around each of them that it thinks is the shape of that label. So it's already giving you an outline that you can put into your machine and do a cut. So you would just do a direct cut it on out. How neat is that? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed some of these hacks. Let me know which one was your favorite. Is using Avery to make sticker sheets your favorite, or was this Zig glue your favorite to re-stick your mats? I really love that. That's gonna come in handy. Or was it engraving on acrylic? I mean, you could do wood too. It doesn't just have to be acrylic, but using the half cut feature for engraving. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite, and if you have any hacks that you want to share with me, please leave them down below, and maybe I can try them on the next video. Or, you know what, it's never a bad thing just to share information, because we're all learning from each other. All right, guys, don't forget that the Brothers ScanNCut is available on our website, allbrands.com, and of course, when you purchase with us, not only are you supporting a small family-owned mom and pop business, but you're also helping us continue this free education. So thank you guys so much when you purchase through AllBrands. And if you guys don't know, when you leave a little comment below, they send those to me. They forward those to me. So I do get to read all your comments whenever you do purchase through us. So thank you guys so much that I've left a comment just saying hi and that you're enjoying the show. I do see those. Thank you guys so much. And if you guys haven't heard already, I will be at Houston Quilt Festival this year. So I will be there the whole time hanging out with you guys. So definitely, if you are in the area and planning to come to Houston Quilt Festival, come see me. Come say hi in the booth. Love to see you. Love to hang out with you. Love to answer all your ScanNCut questions, but also just to hang out. So I will actually be in the Brother Avenir area of the booth, but I'll be in the whole Brother area. Let's be honest, I can never stay in one spot. So I'll be having so much fun hanging out with everyone. So definitely come out and see us if you have not planned to come to Houston Quilt Festival, because of course, not only do you get to hang out with cool people like me and meet awesome people like Angela Wolf and Jerry Granada, but you also get to come see these really, really cool machines. And of course, it's the best deals of the year. So definitely come out and see us. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe, because it's the easiest way to let us know that you guys want more of these videos. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all. I need to put the cover back on this because she's very sticky now. Stop touching it. She's very sticky, so I'm so scared that I'm gonna get stuck in this thing. Let me find her sheet. Where is her sheet? Oh goodness, I hope I didn't throw it away, because she was like done. Oh no, there it is. Clear sheets get stuck on the ground. I gotta stop throwing them on the ground. I'm so excited about my new mat. Neat. I think a thin layer is your best bet. I went too heavy in some areas and they're taking way longer to dry. Also, I'm impatient, so so that doesn't help the situation at all. Okay, oval labels. I wanted